Hello everybody, this is CD Gaming and welcome to another video. Today we are going to be looking at all of the custom figures that I have made so far. Some of them are better than others, clearly, and some of them are, just simple little minor repaint things. So with that, let's jump into it. First one we're going to be taking a look at today is the rare screen Bonnie that I made. This one is... It's one of those ones that I've wanted to do just because it's not one that a lot of people do. So I figured I would do something a little bit different. As far as his details go, I know the paint is a little bit rough on him, but I just did a simple... this was actually a tie-dye Bonnie before I put all this work into him. Did a complete repaint, added little toe details and stuff too. Filled in the gaps to add a little bit of depth to him. Just basically a full over paint job because he needed it, because let's be honest, the tie-dyes are kind of but it's okay, they are what they are. There's really not a lot to go over with him other than he was just something that I thought would be a unique one. So with that, let's jump into the next one. This next one is a Fredbear repaint of a tie-dye Freddy. Again, just a figure that I've been wanting to get that Funko refuses to make for some damn reason. Ignore I pulled these guys out of storage to do this, so I apologize. There's probably a lot of dust that you guys are going to see here. But same thing, filled in the gaps for some depth. You can tell there's actually some paint coming off there I'm going to have to touch up. Again, same thing with the toes there. Added the bite damage, if I'll say that, so YouTube doesn't hate me. Again, didn't really change too much about him other than the color, and made him a Fredbear because we don't have a Fredbear. So long story short, bam. Next one we have here is the Phantom Chica. This one actually took me the most time to do as far as the method I went with, which I regret doing it the way I did it, because all I did was paint her completely black, and then I went through and I took a X-Acto knife and just scraped and scraped to get the effect that I wanted. It still isn't quite exactly how I wanted it, but that's okay. This was a tie-dye Chica, by the way. Not a lot of detail as far as anything like that goes. In fact, she needs some retouch on a lot of that. But overall, she looks pretty good. I love how the eyes turned out on this one. Overall, really, really like it. I like how her colors came through. But with that being said, let's move on to the next one. This one here is Shadow Bonnie, which again, one of my more favorite ones that I've done. He was exceedingly simple. If you take a system error Bonnie, and I just completely spray painted him white and then completely black, and then went through with a brush and added his details as far as his teeth and his eyes go. And then I just sprayed him with a bunch of gloss, and he's exceedingly shiny. At night, he looks really good. I am thinking about adding some glow-in-the-dark details to his eyes here, so at least his eyes and maybe his teeth will glow. I'm debating on that. Haven't fully decided yet, but that's kind of where I'm sitting. Again, not too much detail as far as that kind of stuff goes, because, let's be honest, it's Shadow Bonnie. So, and here's the boy, Toy Freddy, one of the derpiest looking ones I have made so far. His eyes are exceedingly hard to get right, and I still am not done with him. This is a very early, rough version of what I want to have him looking like. Again, I'll be going through and redoing a lot of him because he just kind of needs some help. Details, not a whole lot on the bottom again. Back, same thing. The one regret that I do have is not going through and filing down the live wire stuff here, because it does make him look a little off. That is a regret that I will be fixing at some point. I am currently working on a toy Chica as well that I did file stuff down, so we'll see how that looks in the end. Again, he's one of those ones that it's a figure that we all want. We want the toy line, but nobody's giving it to us, so gotta do it ourselves. And my personal favorite one, this is my Withered Bonnie custom. He has a little bit more detail. I made a custom hand out of some clay. Ended up taking his whole face off here, of course. I mean, you can't have Withered Bonnie without that. Added some wires there. Did some withering along the back side and on the front, of course. His face was exceedingly hard to get the way I wanted it to, but things turned out. It just took a little bit of time. I actually used a little bit of clay on top here to kind of round it out instead of having it just be straight flat, and I think that helped the detail look a little bit better here, so I'm excited about that. Also, a little side note, I did keep Bonnie's face for his stuff, so if I did want to display him with his face, it would be a little something like, oh boy, doing this one hand is scary. Not perfect, but you get the gist. You just, Bonnie, yay! This guy is actually a bootleg that I just repainted because he looked kind of. So, yeah, not a whole lot to talk about on him. He just has some new paint on his eyes, on his cheeks there, which it looks like I need to touch up again because he got some paint peeled off. Ears have a little bit of detail. I filled in the light hole that they give him for some reason. And yeah, nothing too big on that one, just a little bit of repainting, and he looks pretty good. And another bootleg here that I just added a little bit more detail to. It looks like I actually have a scratch or something there that I'm gonna have to repaint. His eyebrows I haven't got to yet. His bird, I'm gonna try to adjust it so he doesn't have to have his hand on his hip to make him sit up straight. Outside of that, didn't do a whole lot. I tried to fill in the hole there, but it looks like it came out a little bit more. Did redo all of his teeth because his teeth were not done very well. And I got a couple other things I'm going to work on. The bird's going to get a new paint job. He's going to get a new flat base color instead of his shiny color that he has now. And I'm excited for that one. I feel like that one's going to take some time, but I'm going to get it done. For obvious reasons, due to recording area, he is sitting up in the back here. Made a Phantom Freddy out of another tie-dye Freddy because screw that guy. I'm so tired of seeing them. His colors were really hard to get right. They are still not accurate, but I really like how he turned out. And on the shelf, he looks good. When he actually has a flat place to stand, he stands up by himself without that leg, which is really nice. But at the same time, showing him off is a little bit difficult because of that. And as you can tell right there, there was wires there, but I don't know where they went. Somewhere between moving him and setting him up, they got lost, which is unfortunate, but not a lot I can do. And then actually for him, I will show you there. No details as far as that goes. Added the wires and stuff. The eyes, same thing. Took his ear out, put some wires. Need to touch up the glue so it doesn't show as much. But I got a lot of things coming here for some customs. I have like 3 more that I'm currently working on that I'm not far enough along that I want to show them yet because I don't want to show them yet. There's really no other reason as to why I haven't shown them other than I don't want to yet. But here is one last final look at all of the customs that I've done so far. And on the shelf next to other Funko ones, a lot of these kind of look like they fit in. And then there's other ones that don't, like that. You look like you could have been. You really look like one. Not really, your paint job's too bad. I wish Funko would do it, but they ain't going to. And you guys are just straight rip-off bootlegs, so I mean, technically, yes. And yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that like button. And if you didn't, oh well, that is life. But yeah, if you guys have any customs that you guys would like to see me attempt to do, let me know. And I'll do my best to do something for you guys. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you all in the next one. Later!